Hey guys, it's your boy Obsidian is back with another video. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video. With that out of the way, let's begin and talk about today's topic, which is why I believe personally I would want Giannis Antetokounmpo playing center. Now, I got a couple of reasons why I do believe that, but before I do any of that, yes, I don't believe that Brook Lopez is a bad player. I don't think he is someone who's a liability on the offensive side. On the defensive side, he's playing good. I guess you could say good to okay, but I do believe that Giannis should be playing center. Now, I'm gonna give you guys, a couple of reasons why I do believe that. First of all, their best lineups are Giannis at center. When you look at the best two lines they had, the first line that comes to me is Giannis, Pat, Dante, Forbes, and Portis. And then the other lineup was Giannis, DJ Augustine, now who's going to probably be replaced by PJ Tucker, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Portis. This is the starting lineup that I would love to see. I think there's a lot of versatility, and even heck, when you place DJ with PJ, you're going to have, size. You're still going to have size. You're still going to have more shooting, actually. It's just a better team, I believe, without Brook Lopez, because when you look at their net per 100 possessions, both lineups have a plus 33 plus minus over opponents and a plus 8 free goal minus opponents, a plus 3 3-point attempts, and a plus 18% from the 3-point line minus opponents. It basically means that they're usually better than their opponents. Now, I think that's a very huge gap because obviously 30 points, that's a blowout. But this lineup doesn't get a lot of playing time, and it's just not right because this is their best players, really. You exclude DJ with PJ. I think PJ could help this team, and is a better player than Brook Lopez. I truly do believe that. And I'm not gonna say it's like going to be a 33-point deficit, between those two teams. But I do think like they're gonna usually win a game by 10, by 15, instead of by 5, by 4. Which that is what basically the net per 100 possessions is basically telling us. Them trading for PJ Tucker will significantly improve their Giannis at center lineups. Trust me, bro. Number 2, Brook is falling off. Brook is just falling off. Yes, his main stats are relatively the same, but when you look at his plus minus numbers, it's bad. It's kind of bad. Last season, Brook had plus 12 on the court and plus 4. Rounding it up is going to be plus 5 off the court. That was his best plus minus in his career. Very good, very useful. And if you told me, hey, should they make Giannis center, I'd be like, no, because Brook Lopez has been good last season. This season, Brook has a plus 6 on the court and a plus 0.4 off the court. Now, that's a huge drop off. Right? And I know you're going to look at the minus. Oh, they're barely plus 0.4 off the court when he's off the court. So that means that they need him, right? But the thing is that, okay, he's on the court. He doesn't give them a huge boost now. And especially when it comes to defense. He is like Rudy Gobert. Where Rudy Gobert, yes, without a doubt, amazing defender. Absolutely amazing. I do believe at a certain extent they're both elite. However, when you got a small ball lineup, which almost every elite team is going to run, they are going to kill the Milwaukee Bucks. Like straight up just murder them. Yes, they can try having Brook Lopez with PJ Tucker now. We want to see how those lineups are, but personally, I do believe that Brook is kind of falling off, and it's best if they trade Brook for a better fit. That's what I believe. I believe that trading Brook Lopez for a better fit will help this team a lot. Now, what do they need the most? They need permanent talent. One trade that I came up with is Terrence Davis and Larry Nance Jr. to the Bucks. Not only they're going to get 2 solid rotational players, they're going to get more perimeter-esque players And also, they're not gonna lose that big man. Yes, the center position is not gonna be a little bit questioned because really there is no real defensive center. But I do feel like you could talk to the Charlotte Hornets and get Devontae Graham plus Cody Zeller. You can try to manage that. How about you look for a team that doesn't really want their center, but also get a very valuable, perimeter player? You can look at the Grizzlies, like something like that. I'm not saying that, they should just don't give a fuck about the center position. They shouldn't do the same mistake that the Houston Rockets did last year. However, it's just that I think they should have a guy like Larry Nance who can run the 5 occasionally, and Giannis could run the 5 usually every single time. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Joel Embiid, but Joel Embiid is not that strong. It's not that, way stronger than Giannis. Giannis could actually be stronger than Joel Embiid. That's how, strong and I guess physically unstoppable this guy is. And number 4 really is Giannis. Giannis is an absolute beast as a center. Point guard Giannis is okay. Shooting guard Giannis is stupid. You never play him as a shooting guard. Small forward, yeah, but with the right perimeter talent, he can be easily stopped. Power forward is usually Giannis, MVP Giannis. However, I do think that center Giannis could be the best player in the NBA. I truly believe that. I 100% agree. Now, we haven't seen that. Okay, that's why I say I believe it. It's not a fact what I'm saying. However, I gave you some statistics and I gave you some ideas that might convince you that, hey, yeah, Giannis should be at center. Because when Giannis is a center, you can have a lot of versatility. Pick and roll, occasional out of the blue pick and pop, because he can shoot a little bit out, here and there. He can shoot a little bit. You can have other plans. It's just, I don't know what other plans. It's just that there's so many things that he can do. And really, when you put him at center, for example, a team like Miami is going to struggle. I mean, yes, they have Bam Adebayo, who's a nice one-on-one, who could be basically Giannis's kryptonite. However, no one truly can stop Giannis, LeBron, AD. Those guys, when you are a superstar, no one can truly lock you up. No one can truly be like, I need to lock him up. Give me this guy so he can bring 0 points. It's not possible with those guys. So I do believe that Giannis, although he might be slowing down a little bit with Miami will have a huge trouble, because there's a reason why they brought Drew Holiday. There's a reason now they have PJ Tucker. Those two guys are going to give way more promise to the Heat, I'm telling you. And I wouldn't be shocked if they beat them next time when they meet up this playoffs. I heavily believe that. Now, when it comes to how, as I said, when it comes to, the trades, who they should trade Brook Lopez for, should he come off the bench? We do not know. And they shouldn't do it just, just let's trade Brook. I do think they have to experiment a little bit. I know there's like 2-3 days left for the trade deadline. However, they've tried it a little bit this season. Let them try it tomorrow and after tomorrow, like a day or two before the trade deadline, and make them make their own decision. And I just hope they play him at center, because he's deadlier as a center. I'm going to talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is it for the video. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single. Share it with other people. You may not like it, but other people do. With that away, I'm signing out.